5.
Champ Justice, number 1.
Jace Franson, number 11.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Will Jeffs, number 34.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40.
Welcome to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
It has been a long, long journey, but here we are at the final regular season game. Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson as we get set to put the final touches on the 2024-25, not campaign, because we do have the state tournament right around the corner. But Travis, senior night, always special, always full of emotion. It's at least one more last hoorah for a senior class that has been a part of the program for roughly 4 years.
Yeah, senior night always stinks because it's a goodbye for now here on the home floor. But like you said, playoff basketball right around the corner. But for tonight here at the Spartan Center for the final time for these seniors.
This is a senior class that is very likable, right? I mean, this is a group of kids that we have seen continue to get better and better throughout the year. That is the one thing that stands out to me about this group. I think when you've done it for as long as we have, each senior class, or each team rather, kind of leaves their mark. And for me, what I'm going to remember most about this team is where they were week 1, where they are at here in the final game of the regular season. That's what stands out to me about this team.
Yeah, you have a chance for another season series sweep tonight here against Juab. You completed that task against the Dinos. You completed that task against North St. Pete. So you have a chance tonight, another season sweep here at, against the Juab Wasps with the playoffs right around the corner. And it's important to continue to play good basketball. You're coming off a win, a very contested win. It was tight. It was a battle. That first half, North St. Pete threw everything at you from the three-point line. They were really good at the three-point line. Second half, you buckled down defensively, played a better half of basketball. You forced a lot of misses from North St. Pete in that second half down the stretch, and you made your free throws. So it was an important road win for Emery on the road, their final road test at North St. Pete. Now you got to finish the home portion off correctly.
There's no doubt. If you could get a season series sweep over this Juab team, I think it would mean an awful lot. This is one of the best teams in the state, and we have seen Emery compete with the likes of a Canyon View. We've seen them go up against the likes of Richfield, and I think when you go into the state tournament, Juab is a team that not many want to square off with. Not a lot of teams want to see this Juab squad. I don't care what sport it is. We could be talking girls basketball, boys basketball, football definitely, baseball, wrestling, it doesn't matter. Juab is a program, an athletic department in general, that is a well-oiled machine. They do things the right way, and they are going to compete at the highest level in whatever it is they do. So I feel like any time you get a win over a Juab squad, it's quite the accomplishment.
Yeah, they're one of the standards at this level in each of the sports that you talk about. And in basketball, they're a very good basketball team. They've got some size. They've got some shooters. And last time you went up to Juab, it was a back-and-forth contest, a hard-fought victory. And tonight I expect the same. This game's going to come down to the fourth quarter and the execution on the offensive level. Which team can execute, not make mistakes down the stretch, that team's going to win.
Emery shot lights out the last time, as you said. We traveled down to Nephi, or up to Nephi, I should say. And really, it was a lights-out shooting performance that kind of propelled the Spartans. Yet, on the flip side, we know what Juab is capable of, and that's scoring points in bunches. So I almost feel like in order to compete with a team like Juab, you have to score at a very, very high rate. Can Emery do that tonight on their home floor? Can they do it with the emotions? Can they do it in front of the hometown crowd? One more time, we'll find out.
You talk about how Juab like to score in bunches. They like to go on, big runs. 14 threes, 14 fours, 12 twos. You got to limit those runs. You can't let them go on those 10-0 bursts or those 14-2 bursts. You've got to limit them in the half court. You've got to force them to put the ball down, move the ball around, and chase them off that line, similar to what North St. Pete did, where you're going to be in that zone, that 2-3. But they've got shooters too. And the second half was the blueprint on how to slow the three-point shooting team down.
Well, it is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show for the final time of the regular season. We're about 20 to 25 minutes away from tip-off. Going to go a little bit deeper tonight because of the senior night festivities, which will be popping up in just a few moments. Coming up, you're going to hear from A.J. Thomas. He was dynamic for Emery. Had a huge night on Wednesdays. The Spartans got a much-needed road win against North St. Pete. We also caught up with Coach Dave Justice following that win. We'll get to that interview in just a moment. It's Emery High School basketball, and we are live on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. We're back in just a moment.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist, and here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1.
Porter Hertzman, number 21.
Mo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Welcome back to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Gearing up for tip-off tonight, final game of the regular season. It also happens to be a senior night for the Spartans as they welcome in the Juab Wasps. Emery looking for their third consecutive win, looking for their third consecutive season series sweep. Managed to pull that off against the Dinos last week, pulled it off against North St. Pete on Wednesday, and now trying to do it to Juab once again. It was a thriller in Mount Pleasant on Wednesday night, and the heroics went to sophomore A.J. Thomas, who made his first career start filling in for Porter Herdsman. Following that game, we had a chance to not only catch up with Coach Dave Justice, but also A.J. Thomas, and we'll get to that interview right now. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win.
Oh, thank you, Jordan. The kids played outstanding. North San Pete played outstanding, and just like you said, it was such a fun game. You know, back and forth, lots of shots made, and really a well-played game by both sides, I thought.
There's no doubt. We knew that this one was going to be difficult tonight, right? They play with a lot of energy in this gym, and you're right up on top of the floor. It's senior night, right? And so it's loud, it's entertaining, and I like that kind of adversity for these kids, especially this late in the season.
Absolutely. I mean, kind of, you know, you get in these region games and you play on the road. It really, you know, throw the records out. It's tough places to play. We've got a lot of teams over here and snuck somehow, you know, like today. So, you know, they're well coached. They play hard. They got a lot of production from some of those seniors on senior night. Seemed like they kind of were throwing it in on that first half.
Yeah.
And so we kind of fought through that, a little bit of adversity and then playing well. But the kids just kept their heads up, just kept playing, you know, kept playing through their misses, kept playing through some mistakes. And I just thought they did an outstanding job tonight. I was super proud of them.
It seemed like every time we would make a little bit of a run, they had an answer. Every time they would make a little bit of a run, we had the answer. But, Coach, and I know we're going to talk to A.J. here in just a moment, but this is really a difficult spot for a sophomore to get his first start on senior night on the road in this type of environment. And we know he's a gamer. We know that, right? But he didn't miss a beat.
No, I mean, and honestly, we have a ton of faith in AJ. He's put a ton of work into the game, and he had that unfortunate injury in football towards one of the last playoff games and wasn't able to play with us at the start of the season. We kind of thought he would be out for the season, our first kind of initial reaction, and we were just super happy to get him back. And, you know, with Porter being sick and Devin being sick and not having those guys, you know, I just told him, it's just like, hey, man, it's just time. Just step up. Don't just play your game. And the credit to AJ, he played all through us with the summer. And, you know, so he's got a lot of rapport and time with these varsity guys. And he just looked like he fit right in with them. And so I'm super proud of him handling the ball against that pressure and getting us into a lot of good things.
It's not easy to fill the shoes of Porter Herdsman. He does so many things well.
No, I mean, he was kind of bummed when Herdsman couldn't go. I mean, that really made me nervous because, you know, Porter's a senior point guard. He's got a great year. He kind of manages our team. And so, you know, it's just kind of that mentality where you got to have the next man up. And you know, AJ kind of filled those holes, that big hole today.
Well, let's talk about some of the other production. We got to talk to West pre-game, and he said, this is a physical team. They got a lot of big guys that they can throw at you. He was game in the first half. He had 12 points, and they were 12 hard-fought points. I mean, it took adjustments for North San Pete to make it difficult for him over the final 16 minutes.
Yeah, he got cooking early. He got to his hook. He played really well through, the post. And what I love about West is that he obviously is not selfish. He kind of was more of a facilitator in the second half, and we'd like him to be aggressive. Sometimes I feel like he passes some up. But we want him to be aggressive and play through it. But he did a great job of establishing tonight, you know, working through the post, getting a hook, and, you know, kind of weathering that early three barrage that we kind of had from North San Pete. So he did a great job.
Anyone that just looks at the box score, they'd say, okay, West had 12 in the first half. He didn't have any in the second half. He didn't affect the game. That is the furthest thing from the truth because of what he did in the first half. Him passing out of the post in the double team was huge for this team in the second half.
Absolutely. You know, it kind of set up a couple of our threes. I think I hit on Jace on one. And then just how much attention that he drew. You know, they're sending double teams at us. He really is like a facilitator through it. Like, you know, he's kind of like Jokic, you know, he's like that big type of guy where he can just facilitate and pass, and we play through him. I mean, we really do play a lot through West, and so he has a lot on his shoulders. And I know I was teasing him on the end. I was teasing AJ for missing those two free throws because all the ends well as well, I guess. But I was like, Westy, you shoot the free throws. You're a senior. You take it. You're a good free throw shooter. And he's like, oh, my bad. And so we have all the credit. We all have all the faith in the world for him. So
yeah, I mean, I look at the scoring tonight. This has got to make you happy as a coach. You have 5 players reach double figures. 5.
That's got to be a season high.
It's got to be.
So I mean, that's when we're at our best. When we're sharing the ball and everybody's involved and they're playing as a team and playing together. And I think they really have embraced that. You know, that togetherness. And I was so proud of the bench today. They were engaged into the game and, just cheering on their guys. And so it was just a great atmosphere. And you love to see 5 guys in double digits. That's awesome.
Yeah. How difficult is it for you as a coach to be down 2 kids that get significant minutes this late in the season? Is it hard for you to try to rework a rotation? Do you do that on the fly, or did you come in with a game plan because of that?
Well, we kind of came on the fly a little bit today, and just in the fact that, we thought Porter would maybe go. He practiced yesterday with us, but then just was a little bit too sick today, just flew. And Dev, I feel bad for him. He's just been sick all week, hasn't been able to practice, and that's not like Dev. Dev puts in all the work, and he's always there for all open gym. So he really can't go when he's sick. And so we kind of knew about Devin not being able to play, but Porter was a surprise. And we just went to AJ probably right at the start of the freshman game, and just was like, hey, you're going tonight. We need you to step up. And he was just like, yeah, I got you. And so I'm good, and that was great. And then he's played with a lot with these varsity guys a lot in the summer and in the fall, and so he fit right in. And so it was a little on the adjustment, but as well as like, well, you're just going to have to take kind of Porter's role today. So,
Coach, we can end with this. We have one more game coming up. We get a return home Friday. We get Juab, a chance to sweep yet another season series, which would be awesome. I mean, if you can close out league play sweeping 3 season sets, rather, I think that's impressive, specifically in this region. Fair to say that these boys are playing some of the best basketball of the year right now?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. And we're hoping to kind of get back on it up. I think we had an awesome 5-game win streak. We were playing good ball. And then we kind of got knocked around a little bit when we headed down to Richfield. And I think that kind of stunned us a little bit but I feel like we're kind of gaining back momentum, playing good ball. And playing with a lot of confidence. I think they're just doing a great job. And so I think the vibes are high. The attitudes are great right now. And so this is a tough place to come and win.
Yeah.
So I think we just got to keep it rolling. Hopefully we can get one on Friday, and then you see the RPI. Hopefully we can get in that home playoff game, and then you never know what happens. Then you're all back to zero, right? And so you're back in the dance, and then we just got to. But I'm glad that we had some senior leaders and some players that we feel confident going into that tournament. So.
All right. Well, you brought AJ up with you.
Yeah.
Right. So let's hear from AJ. Coach, congratulations on the win. Thanks for coming up.
Appreciate it, Jordan. Thanks, man.
All right. That's Coach Dave Justice. And now we're going to bring in the sophomore player of the game, AJ Thomas, who Coach Justice has brought up. AJ, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right. Coach was just talking about a moment ago. He said freshman game. He tells you, hey, you're probably going to have to go varsity. You say, okay, no big deal. You play like it's no big deal. Is it really no big deal in your mind? I mean, there's no nerves out there at all playing at the varsity level?
Well, I mean, there were some nerves like right there at the start when he first told me.
Yeah.
But then I started playing in that JV game, and I just the nerve just went away. And then during the start of that varsity game, it just turned into like adrenaline,
I like what you just said. So let me ask you, you get to play in multiple games leading up to the varsity game. How does that help you when you finally get to the main game that counts record-wise?
It kind of just like warms me up, gets me going, gets me in that groove to score.
Yeah, 32 minutes is not a lot of basketball, right? It's really not. That's what we get. We get 32-minute games at the varsity. Let's talk about your 10 points. You're never gun-shy from beyond the arc, and we said that during the pregame when Coach told us you were going to go. I said AJ will definitely launch. He's not afraid behind the arc, and you knocked down 2 big threes in the first half. After you knock down the second one, how much easier does it get from a confidence standpoint?
Oh, it goes way higher, Like after that second one went in, I was like, all right, here we go. Now we can start going.
Yeah. And in the second half, you find success getting the ball to the basket. You get to go to the foul line. You did knock down 2 out of the 4 foul shots. Coach was kind of joking a moment ago about the 2 that you missed. Turned out to be irrelevant. But I know from your perspective, you're kind of a perfectionist, right? That's fair to say.
Yeah.
Did you feel pressure when you were up there?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. Hey, that's a learning experience, right? Yeah. Let's talk about filling in for Porter Herdsman. That's not easy to do. Porter always has control of the game, right? And so when you have to try to fill that role, do you try to be Porter or do you just be AJ? Do you be yourself?
I mean, nobody can really be Porter. Porter's awesome.
Yeah.
I just try to be myself out there and just try to help the team,
What was it like down the stretch, final 2 minutes, high-intensity game in an environment like this?
Oh, it was crazy. They were so loud.
Yeah.
And everything was just going so fast.
That's probably a very difficult aspect for you, right? Not playing at the varsity level until tonight in moments like that, the communication out on the floor, it's got to be a little bit more difficult when it's that loud.
Yeah, you can barely hear the coaches and stuff. And all the teammates around you.
Yeah. You're finally healthy, right, for the most part. Coach Justice was talking about that a moment ago, an unfortunate football injury, but you've worked your way back into it. I know when we were doing our media day, you had your arm in a sling, right? So how do you feel as we get set for the final regular season game and the final stretch of the state tournament? How do you feel?
Feeling good. Like, I feel like I'm just finally getting going, you know?
Yeah.
Feeling like, I don't know how to say it, but like finally like scoring and stuff. It's getting like easier, like the conditioning and.
That's what I was going to ask you. Conditioning wise, because it was a shoulder injury, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was a shoulder injury, were you able to do cardio while you were on the outside looking in, not playing?
No, not really. There was just like some things I could do, but I couldn't really do much.
So that's tough.
Yeah.
To get back in midseason. Let's talk about the way this team is playing, because you guys have gotten 2 big wins. You can close out with a big win on Friday against Juab. How much confidence do you have in the way this team is playing right now?
Oh, we're playing really good. Last time we played Juab, we played awesome. I'm just hoping we can bring that same intensity and that level of play then.
I told Coach 5 players in double figures. That's the first time that's happened all year. I'm fairly certain of it. Right, so that's got to make you feel good handling the point guard duties. Obviously, you weren't just scoring the ball; you were distributing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, what's the? Tell me what the ride home. It's got to be a lot better getting a win, right? In your first varsity start. You can walk with your head a little higher at school tomorrow, right? Hey, Jay, I'm going to let you get. I know it's a school night. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the performance. That's one that we're going to be talking about for years. It was fun.
Thank you.
Again, that's A.J. Thomas along with head coach Dave Justice talking about the win on Wednesday night. Emery looking to get their 9th league victory, close out the region season with a record of 9-5. Standing in their way, it's a very good basketball team of the Juab Wasps. We do have more coming up, including the starting lineups as we inch closer to tip-off. It's the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show when it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging. North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm. Because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Not quite set for tip-off right now. The seniors here for Emery High School are being honored out on the basketball court. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. Fun senior class, Jace Franson, Porter Hertzman, Braxton Butler, Will Jeffs, Scott Johansson, Wes Johansson, and Devin Rasmussen. It's been fun to watch these kids this year, Travis. I know I mentioned this as we started the broadcast, but the improvement is what I'll always remember most about this group. And, hey, there's still plenty of basketball left to be played.
Yeah, you got this game, you got this home game, and then, like you said, the final home game for these seniors, and then the playoffs, and it's going to ramp up, and you still have a chance to make something special happen.
There's no question about it. The seniors right now out on the floor with their parents, and again, getting their well-deserved accolades and getting cheered on by the hometown crowd for the final time. But I do believe we get another home game. I would be very, very surprised if this squad does not play host to a second-round matchup. That would surprise me, especially if they find a way to get a win tonight.
Yeah, they get a win tonight. It's almost a guarantee that you're going to get that second-round playoff home game on that Saturday. So win tonight, get another home game, but regular season-wise, this is it.
I also want to welcome in all the viewers on our YouTube channel. It's Castle Country Radio Emery. It's on that channel. You can go back and watch any of the broadcasts throughout the season, including that first meeting that we had for Juab. Boy, what a thriller that was.
Back and forth. Emery shot the ball extremely well in that game, going back to that game. Did a good job. They got to the line. Porter, I believe, hit some key threes in that game in that second half, but they shot extremely well, and that was because Juab kind of played off the line a little bit, and if they're going to play off the line, you got to make them pay.
We'll see if Emery can do the exact same thing tonight. Now, the Spartans have had to roll out different starting lineups over the last few games due to some illness. Also, a change in the starting lineup as we got to that Carbon game, which for some reason that game against Carbon seems like it was forever ago. It was a week ago. It seems like it was forever ago, doesn't it?
It doesn't seem like a week ago.
No.
It seems like months ago. And you make that change. And again, you go back to the North St. Pete game a couple days ago. Will Jeffs had a key offensive rebound and a putback that gave them a cushion in that game. And what he does for this team when you insert him in that lineup is he gives you a little bit of energy, gives you some physical force. We've seen that where he got the ball and he cleared space. And there was 3 North St. Pete Hawks in there that almost got their head taken off.
Well, one of the things that I would like to point out, kudos to the coaching staff, Braxton Butler gives you instant energy off the bench.
Yep.
That's what he brings to the table. Will Jeffs gives you another powerhouse option inside the paint. That move, I think, has paid dividends for this Emery team, and I'm curious to see how it plays out tonight against a Juab squad. Remember the last time these two teams played, Beebe was in the starting 5. Now he's coming off the bench. But I don't think there's any doubt about it. Throughout the season, you try to make those minor adjustments, right, to find the right path, and I think this is it for Emery. I really do.
Yeah, Braxton coming in. Braxton is a kid who is not looking to score. He's looking to give the ball up, get assists. He's going to rebound. He's going to play defense, and he affects the game in other ways that sometimes it doesn't show up in the scorebook, but his fingerprints are all over it, and it's a good change off the bench.
We are counting down the moments to tip-off right here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We're about 3 minutes away from the national anthem in the starting 5. We take a look at this Juab team coming in tonight. I like this squad. I think they have one of the best-looking athletes in all of the classification, and that is Austin Park, right? I mean, this kid is kind of a do-it-all type player. He can get it done on both ends of the floor. In fact, if we go back to that last meeting between these two teams, he actually got a decent look to potentially tie that game, right? So you look at the way Juab plays as a whole, this team is just well-coached, they're well-disciplined, and they are loaded with athletes. And that's what makes tonight's game so intriguing, in the same sense, so difficult. The Wasps with a 9-4 record in league play, Emery at 8-5. The winner of this game will get sole possession of third place. If Emery wins, in my estimation, right, you would win the tiebreaker. You would sweep the season set, even though you have the same record. You would leapfrog Juab, finish third in the division, which I think is an accomplishment when you're looking at Canyon View and Richfield at the top. If Juab gets this win, well, then they grab a 2-game lead over Emery, and they grab third place. That's what's at stake tonight. And for Emery, I think a whole playoff game.
Home playoff game, a top 3 finish in the league. And you're right, Austin Park in that last game got a clean look to tie things up. But, yeah, Cam Wright's going to have his team ready to go. And for Emery, it's important. You got to continue to win, because if you lose this game, you could open up on the road in that opening round.
You have to pay respect to the athletics department at Juab. Fantastic wherever they are, whenever whenever they're out on the floor of the court. It's a tough task for our Emery Spartans. We'll see if they can pull it off. We're about 90 seconds away from the national anthem in the starting five. We'll send it back to the studio. When we return, we'll go over the starting fives. It's Emery High School basketball, and it's here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love.
Imagine this. You're cruising.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
The Spartans play here.
Braxton Butler, number 32. Will Jeffs, number 34. Scott Johansson, 35.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome back in the viewing audience on the YouTube channel as we gear up for this game, and we'll take a look now at the starting lineup for the visiting Juab Wasps. Getting the start tonight, we'll see number 2, Tyson Baker. They'll be joined by number 14, Gabe Settle. Number 20, Jay Rowley. Number 33, Maddox Stoll. And number 44, Austin Park. That's the starting five for the Juab Wasps as the lights turn off here at Emery High School, and we get set for the Spartans starting five. Let's hear from them.
Porter Hertzman, number 21, point guard.
Jace Franson, number 11,
Shooting guard.
Braxton Butler, number 32, forward.
Scott Johansson, 35, power forward.
Wes Johansson, number 42, forward.
Take a look at the starting five. There's going to be one change. Braxton Butler will be coming off the bench. Will Jeffs will be in the starting lineup. Tonight, Emery will announce all 7 seniors for the final home game. So we are seeing Braxton Butler and Devin Rasmussen right now. So the starting five, Jace Franson, Porter Herdsman. We see Scott and Wes Johansson and Will Jeffs. That's the starting five for the Emery Spartans. Travis, we've talked about the different matchups really throughout the last 35, 40 minutes about what Emery can do in a game like this against Juab, but it's really simple. You got to hit your perimeter shots when you get them.
Got to take those open looks. You got to be aggressive from the three-point line. You got to put the ball on the deck, too, if they chase you off, and just pull up and hit the mid-range. The mid-range is a effective tool here in the high school level.
There's no doubt. We don't see a lot of mid-range, although last get out against North Sanpete, I thought Emery was much more effective with the mid-range game than what we've seen in previous outings.
Yeah, early on you could see the success they had because they paneled the ball down low, and West and Scott were around the bucket, and then they closed that up, and then you step up into that mid-range, and then they tighten up there, and then you can kick back around the perimeter. In the second half, they did a good job of knocking down those threes.
So the 7 seniors for Emery have been announced, and now we are just about set for tip-off. Always fun to be along with you. One of my great joys bringing you Emery High School basketball, football, baseball, whatever it may be, here on KOAL. And now we're set to go to do it again. Man, it seems like forever ago we opened up the season in Camas against South Summit. That was the season opener. Seems like a lifetime ago. It is a grind here at the basketball season. Parents, teachers, administrators, everybody. It takes a village, man, to complete a basketball season. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into it from everybody. So thank all the parents, the administration, everybody involved.
And here we go. Emery comes out wearing their home white uniforms. Juab in their road maroon. Tip will be handled by Will Jeffs. He'll go toe-to-toe with Jay Rowley. Emery moving right to left off of the radio dial. Juab left to right. We are set to go one more time here at the Spartan Center. And the tip is controlled by Emery in the backcourt. Porter Herdsman will walk it up for the very first possession of the game. Porter goes right side to Franson. Franson face guarded by Settle. Goes 15 feet. West tries a lob over the top of the defense. The ball's knocked away, picked up by Austin Park. Park pushes, gives it to Settle. Quick three, no good. Off of the front of the iron. Rebound, put back is good. And the Wasps have the first bucket. Tyson Baker for 2.
Yeah, Tyson Baker just camps right underneath. The ball takes a nice bounce right into his arms. Left-hand side, 2 points. First 2 to Juab.
Johansson with the ball right now off of the left wing. Goes down left block. Westy backing his man down. In the paint, tons of contact, no whistle. Jeffs tried to pick up the loose ball. He lost it. Austin Park now off to the races. Park full head of steam, and a charge is called in the paint. Sacrificing his body, it's the senior, Jace Franson, right up underneath the basket. Not an easy task. Emery will take it. 7:16 to play in the first. First personal against Austin Park.
Yeah, those block charges, very difficult. I would have called a blocking foul. Personally, I thought he was moving a little bit, but the call goes in favor of Emery.
Herdsman with the ball off the right side. Finds Scott Johansson. Now to West. West, 12 feet away from the basket. Big fellow puts it on the ground. Tries to go with Stoll. Stoll, terrific defense. West tries to pass out and throws it over the head of Jace Franson. And so a turnover for Emery. If you go back to the first meeting, Stoll was a problem for the Spartans down in the post.
He's really good. He's stout. You can't move him around, and he's going to bully you down there.
He's basketball savvy as well.
3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Not a great start for Emery. 6:49 to play in the first. A triple on the way, and the triple is down. So Baker's got 5 points for Juab.
You get the ball movement, you get a kick back out. That's an open 3 at the top. And for him, he's going to make that every time.
Once again, Franson trying to get the ball down low. It was knocked away. Great play by Rowley. Ball goes out of bounds, and for some reason, the shot clock, I was going to say, it did reset. They got it back to 25. So with 6:33 to play in the first, Emery just looking to get a shot off. It's been swarming defense by the Wasps. Pun intended. Franson.
Buzzing around.
Yeah, there you go. Lob in, gets it to Johansson, who goes back to Franson. Had the ball knocked away, but they say Jay stepped on the sideline. So Baker, with a tremendous defensive play on the side, knocked the ball out, but Franson, the guilty party, stepping on the sideline. Ball goes back to Juab. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers. Wasps go baseline. Looking, kick out. Baker had the open look, fumbled the ball, able to pick it back up. Fluid ball movement by the Wasps. Park for 3, and he knocks it down. Timeout taken by Emery. A full timeout and a blazing start for Juab. Tyson Baker, he's got 6. They call it a long 2. Baker's got 5, and Park now with 3. It's 8-0 Juab. We'll pause for 30 seconds and return here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. Here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Juab 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Tyson Baker with 5 points. Austin Park with 3. And with 6:11 to play in the first quarter, it's 8-0 Juab.
Yeah, for Emery, they've got to settle down. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers. And off those turnovers, they have 8 points.
Herdsman with the ball goes into the high post. Emery holding. West handoff to Scott. Kick out has Herdsman left corner. He reevaluates and wants to go back out on the perimeter to Johansson. Down to 15 on the shot clock and now gives it up to Porter. Porter brings it around straight away. Goes to Franson. Back to Porter. 9 on the shot clock for Emery. Pesky defense right now by Juab. Westy in the paint, fading away, hook shot up, long off of the back iron. Jeffs fights for the offensive board. Had it knocked away, and then a brilliant seal-off by Rowley, and the ball will go back to Juab. 5:34 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, you're not going to move Rowley. He goes up, and he's a stout kid, too. Gets his positioning and doesn't allow West to come through.
5:28 to play in the first. It's 8-0. Juab with the lead. Looking to make it a double-digit advantage. Right side, it's Park. Goes high post. Stole. Beautiful feed. Has a man cutting underneath, and that's Jay Rowley for his first bucket. It's 10-0 Juab.
Good ball movement.
Franson. He's trapped on the baseline. Foul called on the ground against Juab. Second team foul. Stops the clock at 5:10.
Emery's not going to settle in this game until they finally scratch on the scoreboard. You can see right now, tight. And they're pushing the issue at the 5:10 mark, down 10-0.
So Jeffs comes out of the game. Braxton Butler will check back in. He's been energy off of the pine. Let's see if it sparks something here for Emery. Trying to go to West. Ball is knocked away out of bounds. Rowley with the active hands. Sends it out of bounds. 31 on the shot clock. Emery will inbound from the side. Nearly 3 minutes gone by in what has been a very frustrating quarter for the Spartans. Very dominating for Juab, playing with a ton of confidence. Franson with the ball. Stoll with a beautiful switch defensively. Franson goes out of the high post. Kick Butler now left side. Braxton drives. There's the energy. He's got Emery's first bucket of the ball game.
He gets a straight line right to the basket. No hesitation. Takes that straight line. Gets to the cup. 2 points.
Emery needed that in the worst way. We'll see if they have broken through. Stoll with his first bucket. And it's 12-2. Juab back up by double digits.
Yeah, West just got caught looking just a little bit.
Taking it down. Porter's shot, no good. The runner tried to go glass. Rolls off the front of the iron. Juab will bring it up. It's Rowley. Gives it now to Park. Park very selective on the offensive side of the ball. Plays within the game. He goes cross court to Settle. To Rowley. Now to Baker. Baker creates space. Off of the right low block. Shot no good. A rare miss for Juab and a rebound to West Johansson. Gives it up to Scott. Runs the floor. Goes back to Braxton. Drives baseline. Wanted to go back to West. Through his hands. Franson's there to recover. And Jace drives in for 2 points. And so now Emery being a tad bit more aggressive. Taking the ball hard to the rack. And that's 2 consecutive possessions with points in the paint.
Yeah, Euro step, jump stop, 2 points. Right now Emery's got 4 points on 2 possessions at the cup.
Park open left corner 3. No good. Looked good from this angle, tad bit off. Ball's tipped out. And a rebound to Juab. They'll restart with a fresh 35. Nearly a turnover and a kickball against Emery. First sub of the ball game coming in for Juab. Checking in is Trent Baker, the senior. He'll come into the game for Gabe Settle.
Defensively right now, Emery a little bit lost. They've got to get stops. Juab doing anything they want on the offensive end.
Baker with the ball, moves it right side to Rowley. Park trying to set up in the mid-post, nothing there. Finally, they get it to Park. Head fake from 15. Penetrates, threads the needle with a pass on the baseline. Hook shot, Rowley off the mark. Stoll fights for the rebound, comes down with it. A third chance opportunity for the Wasps. A triple on the way. It's off the mark, and this time West is able to come down with the board, getting a bit physical with Stoll, and a foul is called against Stoll, who took a shot underneath the chin.
You've got to be physical with Stoll.
You have to.
He's going up. He's being aggressive, getting rebounds, and that's a great job by Scott to get that rebound. And then what do you do when somebody sticks their face or their body in there? You give them an elbow right up into the chest, and that's what happened.
Typically, you'll get away with that. 3 minutes gone by, or 3 minutes rather, left here in the first quarter, 12-4.
Well, it sends a message, and then maybe they're not aggressive enough to go back in there.
Beebe from 15. Spins out. Franson, the triple. Halfway down, it rims out. Stoll with a defensive board and gives it off to Park. Park brings it across half court, surveying. 2:45 left. Beautiful feed. That's to Rowley on the baseline to Stoll. Kick out. Baker, the triple. Money. The ball movement from Juab is outstanding, and it's 15-4 Wasps.
Stoll is such an excellent passer, and that's a great read.
Scott thought about the triple, instead gives it off to Herdsman. Porter, back from a one-game absence, drives, and he is fouled from behind by Tyson Baker. And Porter will go to the line to shoot two. We'll get a look at A.J. Thomas, who was fresh off an outstanding performance in his first start the other night against North Sanpete.
Yeah, Porter gets the defender back on his heels. And he has a little bit of space and speed to get to the rim and draw the contact.
Porter, first shot of the way, good. Make it 15-5. Emery trailing by 10, can get it under double digits here. Porter's second shot of the way is money. Never even hit the rim. He's been outstanding from the stripe all season long. And now Porter will get a breather as A.J. Thomas will check into the game. Thomas got to double figures in his first start against North Sanpete.
And all Juab's doing is they're just pinning their guys in the dunker spot, and then he moves from spot to spot. And they bounce the spot to the dunker, and then they rotate. So you've just got to talk defensively.
Park with the ball off of the left wing. 23 on the shot clock. Gives it up now, top of the key. Baker goes to Rowley. Fakes left, goes right. One dribble. Two-man game. Now a bounce pass on to the baseline. Turnaround shot blocked by the side of the backboard. The rebound on the shot is no good. So Trent Baker had a couple of opportunities, couldn't get it to drop, and then a foul called against Juab in the open floor. Foul goes against Jay Rowley. And we have a timeout taken. That'll be the 15th foul for Juab. Not a single foul called on Emery yet. So foul shots for the Spartans when we return. It's a full timeout here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
The Spartans play here
Porter Citrid, number 4.
Mason Trout, number 30. Peyton Nelson, number 22.
on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Minute 55 to play here in the opening quarter. Juab has led the entire way. Started the game on a 10-0 run. Right now it's Juab 15, Emery 6. Foul shots coming for the Spartans. Scott Johansson will step to the stripe as Juab is in the penalty for the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, this is how you can get back into the game. Getting to the free throw line, then defensively you settle in.
Scott at the stripe. First shot of the way. Good. Well, the foul shooting for Emery has improved immensely throughout this season. Jay Rowley will go to the bench. Jacob Rowley will check into the game for the Wasps. One more shot coming for Scott Johansson. Senior's been money all year long, and he's 2 of 2 at the line. He's got 2 points. Emery down by 7, trying to claw their way back into this one after a terrific start by Juab.
Finally got some stops and then converting off those.
Rowley kicks out, goes top of the key to Trent Baker. It's a quick swing. Stoll. Beautiful cross-court feed. Excellent shot. Block. I was going to say they're going to go over the back against Johansson. At first, I was about to get excited off the outstanding pass from Stoll from the left low block to the right wing. And then the pass back in, and Johansson had the block, but he went over the top of Stoll.
Yes, Stoll might be their best passer on this team. The way
so good.
He catches, he keeps the ball high, and then it's immediate. He finds the right read.
Yeah. Well, the big fella can shoot as well. Got a beautiful stroke. First shot good. Second shot good. Shooter's touch off the front iron. Gabe Settle comes back into the game, and Tyson Baker, who scored the first 5 points for Juab, will get a breather. 17-8, Wasps with the advantage. Minute 37 to play in the first. Thomas will walk it up for Emery. Juab right now with a man-to-man set. Franson off the left wing. Quick three up. Tons of contact and a late foul called, and Jace will go to the line to shoot three as Stoll gets called for his second foul.
Stoll comes up to try to contest, but he gets into the airspace and then clips him and sends him to the free throw line. That's a bad foul by Juab.
Foul shooting, 7 for Emery, only 2 for Juab in this first quarter. That's exactly how Emery can get back into the game. Jace knocks down the first. He's got 3 points now in the game, 17-9. Emery trailing by 8. Paxton Ramsey set to check in for the Wasps. Second shot for Jace, good. It's always that third free throw that can throw a shooter off because it's just not really anything that you can, it's not normal stepping up and taking 3 shots in a game. Ramsey comes in, Stoll will go to the bench.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to put the jinx on.
Jace, Skibble dribbles, shot up. That one is no good. Rebound of West down low. West, putback is good. Turns out to be a 4-point play for Emery, and West Johansson has his first point, 17-12. Emery back within 5 with a minute 14 here in the first. Baker moves it around left side. It's Park. Excellent movement again. Chris passing. Park open. Left corner 3. No good. Emery is very fortunate that Park has not knocked down 3 triples in this quarter. He's missed 2 wide open looks from the left side, and they have been nearly halfway down. Ball's tipped out of bounds on the baseline. 16 on the shot clock. Juab will get another opportunity. Left side holding it's Baker.
They reset the shot clock late, so it was at 16. Then the possession started, and then they reset the clock.
Well, there's 25 right now on the shot clock. Juab top of the key 3, and second chance opportunity doesn't seem to bite Emery. Ball knocked out of bounds by Juab. Spartans will get another possession. 8-second differential between the shot and the game clock. But second chance opportunities have been big for Juab in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's one area I think Emery struggled all year, though, is teams are doing a good job on the offensive glass and then converting and getting second chance points. So that's one thing going through this game. They've just got to keep them 1 and out.
17-12, Emery down by 5. Franson, a 3, no good. Able to get his own rebound. His putback is good, so Jace goes glass. And he's got 6 here in the quarter. 17-14, Emery has cut it to a 1-possession game.
That slow start, and you're right back in it. Close this quarter out. Don't give up any points.
Bounce pass. Ramsey on the baseline. 10 on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Throws it into the backcourt. I'm going to say save, but not the case. Good effort by Baker, but he stepped over the line. And so with 6.6 left, Porter Herdsman will come in. Franson will get a breather. And Emery could potentially tie this game at the end of the first quarter. Wild the way they have turned it around.
It's not about how you start, but how you finish.
3 seconds. West, shot, tough look, gets it at the buzzer. West Johansson. He was on the baseline, and Westy finishes the quarter with 4 points, and Emery trails 17-16 after falling in a quick 10-point hole. Second quarter coming up here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1. Porter Herdsman, number 21.
Bo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
What started out as a Juab romp turned into a very competitive quarter. 17-16, Wasps with the lead. And they get first crack at it offensively off the miss. Juab with another offensive rebound and a foul called against Emery. Foul situation definitely favored the Spartans throughout the first 8 minutes. Devin Rasmussen called for a quick one here. Just 22 seconds into the second quarter. His first personal.
Yeah, right now, Juab just working from that post and that little mid-range we talked about in the open. And who else?
Stoll. Maddox Stoll knocks it down from 15 feet out. 19-16, Juab by 3. Porter goes around a high pick set by Scott. Goes back to Scott, guarded by Stoll. Survey, step back, three-point shot of the way, a little long. And a rebound to Park for Juab. Park's looking. 45 seconds gone by in the second. Goes left side. Rowley's going to penetrate in off the left wing. Goes between his legs and brings it back out. Now to Stoll. Stoll with a bounce pass. The drive. Rowley shot no good. Stoll fights for the rebound, but it's A.J. Thomas, a sophomore, who comes up with it. And now A.J. is going to run it up. Gives it off to Porter. Head fake from way out in the parking lot. Now a bounce pass down low. Will Jeff shot no good. Park knocks the ball away, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Back to Juab, and that is terrific defense by Austin Park because it appeared that Will was going to flush that one down the drain with 2 hands.
Yeah, more than likely Will was going to finish it, but the last second defense rotates down. Looked like he might have got a little bit of a piece of the basketball, and it comes up short, and then it's a turnover out of bounds.
Emery's going to swap up the 5. Right now, Franson, Herdsman at the top. Rasmussen, Griffin, and Will Jeffs down low. And Jeffs follows it up on the block, but it's Maddox Stoll who just drives his way in, pulls down the offensive board, and lays it in for 2. So a quick start here for Juab. 4-0 here in the second quarter. They now lead 21-16. Emery trying to get the offense going. Franson drives. Aggressive move. Foul and 1. Jace Franson. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. His second trip to the stripe. Up and coming. And he has been timely in this game. Every time Emery's needed something on the offensive side of the floor, it's been the senior, Jace Franson.
Yeah, the success has come on that right-hand side where they're just putting a ball fake and then putting the ball on the deck and getting towards the rim.
So Jace will have a chance for one more right now in this ball game, already with 8 points. Stoll just picked up his 3rd personal. That's an important one. Jace misses the foul shot. Johansson's there for the rebound. West no good. Gets it back. Puts it back up and lays it in for 2. He fought through heavy contact. Wes Johansson with grown man strength and a deadly finish down low. That's a 4-point possession for Emery. Juab gets 2 of it right back. Park with a no-look down low to Rowley for 2. And it's 23-20. Emery's going to push down the opposite end. Franson to West. He's got 2 more. West up to 8 points now in the ball game, and it's 23-22.
Yeah, they're just picking apart inside that seam on that bounce pass right back towards the rim.
Juab basketball at Settle. Settle trying to go to Baker. He throws the ball away, and Emery will have a chance to take their first lead of the game with 5:44 to play in the second.
Yeah, the defensive pressure picked up around the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. It's carried over. You have a chance now to finally get the lead. All you got to do is continue to get those ball fakes, get towards the rim. Once that defense comes towards you, dump off pass or take it aggressive to the rim.
5:35 to play in the first half. 23-20, Emery 23-22 rather. Emery down by 1. West guarded by Rowley, kick out to Porter. Porter trying to create space, drives, finds West. West gets back in the paint, threads the needle with a pass to Will Jeffs for 2. Then Emery leads. Will Jeffs down low off the assist from Wes Johansson, and it's 24-23 Emery.
Extra pass leads to Will underneath for 2.
They trailed 10-0 early in this ball game. Juab now with the ball trying to get into the high post. Bounce pass on the baseline. Rowley gives it back out. Baker for three, and he knocks it down. Trent Baker from deep, and it's 26-24 Juab.
That's a calm three. Catch and then knock it down in the corner.
Porter out of the left corner. Goes around and picks up by West. West trying to get position 12 feet away. Nothing there. Now to Jace. Back to Porter. He'll try a triple. Porter shot. No good. Short off the front of the iron, and a rebound corralled by Baker. Baker gives it up to Park. 4 minutes and 35 ticks left in the second. Goes left side. Holding. It's Baker. Now goes top of the key to Tyson Baker. Tyson and Trent both out on the floor for Juab. Also in the game is Landon Hooper. We have not called Landon's name yet for Juab. He's got the ball in the middle of the paint. Has to kick out. Park. Extremely athletic. Drives. Goes right at Will Jeffs. Draws the foul and one. He initiated the contact in the paint. Will looks at the official. Doesn't like it. Neither does the Emery faithful. But the crafty, savvy athlete, Austin Park, with a chance for a three-point play of his own.
Yeah, Austin Park gets away with an offensive foul. Clears space. Official lets it go. He clears the space. He goes up into the contact. And then he draws the foul of his own to get to the free throw line.
So Jeffs will go to the bench. Braxton Butler checks in. And one good. Emery with Brett Griffin, Porter Herdsman, Braxton Butler, Wes Johansson, and Jace Franson. That's the five. 29-24. Emery led just a moment ago, but a quick 6-0 run for Juab on back-to-back three-point plays. West in the paint. Big fella, great move, lays it in for two more. Wes Johansson has hit double figures. He's got 10. 29-26, Emery down three.
He's got the size advantage. All he has to do is get that pump fake to go up. Defender's going to fly by. He's going to bite, and then all you got to do is just put it in.
We have one of the best bigs in the classification. He wears number 42 for Emery, and he is showcasing his ability in this one. On the baseline, Rowley with an outstanding move. Goes up and under the basket and lays it in.
That's bad defense by Emery.
31-26. Emery trails by 5. 3:42 to play in the first half. Herdsman directing traffic. Left side, it's Beebe. Two dribbles. Herdsman, open triple, straight away, just short. Franson runs down the rebound. Goes back to Porter. Porter to Franson. Head fake, drives, mid-range jumper up. That was halfway down, no good. Brett Griffin with a big offensive rebound. Emery will reset the offense. Jace drives. Jace threads the needle. Down low. Excellent defense by Tyson Baker. Stepped in the middle of the window and forced the turnover. As we near the 3-minute mark, 31-26. Juab pass into the open floor, intercepted by Franson. Can he go coast to coast? Jace's shot no good. I believe he was fouled by Park. And then an offensive foul called as Herdsman comes rolling in for the board. Yikes.
Our angle's a little bit off from where we sit, but I'm with you. I think he got him across the arm.
It's great hustle by Austin Park, regardless.
No, and Jace seemed like he slowed down just a tiny bit, and that slowing down allows the defense to get back into transition and make a play and make a stop, and they did.
31-26. Emery down 5. Juab has controlled the quarter. A triple, another make by Trent Baker.
He's on fire.
Trent and Tyson Baker are flamethrowers from beyond the arc. Breck, mid-range jumper, no good. And a foul called on the ground, a push against Trent Baker.
There's your makeup call.
Maybe, yeah. Emery down 8, they'll inbound to the baseline. It's only the second team foul for Juab of the quarter. Jace looking. Gets it into Porter, brings the defender off his feet, swatted from behind. Trent Baker, the interior defense by Juab has been the difference in this quarter, no doubt. Hooper with the ball off the right wing, gets in the paint. He lost the basketball, able to recover. No, lost it between his legs, and down to the ground is Scott Johansson, and I'm waiting to see what the call is here.
Should be going the other way.
They're going to call a foul on Juab. They call it against Trent Baker.
That's physical. It's tight. You can see right now Tyson Baker a little bit shaken up, going to the bench.
So Scott Johansson and Porter Herdsman, along with Wes Johansson, Jace Franson, and Brett Griffin. That's the 5 out for Emery.
That lead evaporated quick.
Emery led 24-23. Since an 11-2 run for Juab. Scott for a three. Needed it. Scott Johansson from deep. That's his first triple of the ball game. And it's 34-29. Emery has had some timely makes on the offensive side of the floor.
Yeah, the ability to stretch the floor comes into play there.
Trying to go baseline. Settles, bounce pass. So Rowley was knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with Juab. 26 on the shot clock. Braxton Butler back into the game, and Brett Griffin will go to the bench.
It's amazing how they get to the high post, they go back to the dunker spot, and they make one pass, and they're right at the rim. Emery's got to figure out how to close that off.
Right side. Wasps holding the basketball, under 2 to play in the quarter. Left side now holding it's Baker. Takes a dribble, goes back to Settle. Settle works it right side. Park goes right back to it. Juab kick out. Rowley, 7 on the shot clock, holds off the left wing. We're down to 5. Tries to go inside. It's intercepted by Wes Johansson. West gives it off to Scott. He can stretch. Gives it up now to Porter. 30 on the shot clock. Porter back to Scott. Sees a little bit of a hole. Handoff down low to West. West in the paint. Kicks out of a double team to Butler. Butler drives. Floats it up. Shot might have been partially deflected. Juab basketball with $1:20 to play now in the second.
Thought they had a couple opportunities to let one fly. Instead, they take it into the strength of the defense and come up short.
Settle gives it up to Baker, guarded by Porter. Emery right now extending that 2-3 zone down low in the paint. Shot up, no good. Butler with a defensive board. Gives it to Porter, now ahead to Jace. Jace hesitation, wants to go. Little contact, refs say play on. Jace says, I'll take 2. 34-31, Emery down 3.
Yeah, they're going to let you play down low, so you spin off that contact and finish high off the glass. Difficult shot.
On the baseline, shot by Rowley, no good. A rare miss for him. Emery can tie this ball game. Slow starts, fast finishes. That's what the Spartans have done through 2 quarters. Porter, the 3 for the tie. Count it all. Porter Hertzman, his first triple of the game, and we are all knotted. 34 all.
Where Emery's getting stops, stringing together multiple stops, they're getting scores. And that's what's happened. They're back tied.
Shot clock turned off. Juab will play for the final shot of a very entertaining first half. Park with the ball off of the right wing, goes to Hooper. He's in the paint. Hertzman knocks it away. Into the hands of Franson. Emery can take the lead. Jace drives, kick. Hertzman, another 3. Oh, just short. Looked good from our angle. Long rebound, the lob. 3 ball is off of the mark by Rowley, and that will take us into the break. My goodness. The action has been back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, Rowley, that ball rolls to center court, and he picks it up, and he shot puts it towards the rim, and almost made it. But for Emery, 2 straight quarters where they finished strong, and we're tied here at the half.
34-34. Coming up, the halftime report brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics and Dr. Daniel Kelly. Give them a call today at 637-2222. You get a free consultation on a smile that will last a lifetime. We'll go over the first half stats when we return here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. That's your home for Emery High School basketball.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits.
With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
Braxton Butler, number 32. Will Jeffs, number 34. Scott Johansson, 35.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Welcome back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel. That's Castle Country Radio Emery. Travis, you look at the way this first half went. Juab was sizzling to get things rolling. They jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Emery chipped away at the end of the first quarter at 17-16. Juab gets that lead back up to 8 in the second quarter. Emery chips away. They tie it at the end of the first half. If Emery could put two halves of quarters together, it would be nice, right? Because what we're seeing right now is Juab starting quick, Emery finishing fast.
Slow starts. And Juab, you think she's going to push that lead out to 15, 20 points, and they don't. They allow Emery to creep back into the game. Emery blitzes them. They go on runs to end both quarters. They find themselves here at the half and a tie. So all things considered, you should be very happy where you sit.
Let's talk about two standout players for Emery in that first half. 10 points for Wes Johansson, 10 points for Jace Franson.
I thought those two set the tone offensively to get Emery back in the game. And the second half, I think you're going to see some adjustments from Juab. So who's going to step up? And I think like a guy like Porter and Will can feast in that little pick and roll game, or Porter getting to the rim, and then when the defense collapses, you can wrap around past the Will, who's going to be right around the rim. But those two set the tone offensively in that first half.
I don't think you can overstate what West had to endure in that first half, because when you look at Maddox Stoll for Juab, he is so savvy. He's got great footwork. He sees the court so well, and he will beat you up physically, and West overcame that. Now, once Stoll picked up his third personal foul and had to exit the game, West had even more success. Stoll has to be out there on the floor. Otherwise, West could go off for 20, 25 points in this game.
Yeah, Maddox Stoll defensively, offensively, the way that kid moves the ball, that he can score, he's a nuisance. And West got physically, beat up by him because he's so stout, but West still did a good job of scoring. So in the second half, West has got to put him into foul trouble, get him out of the game. If you can get him out of the game, I think Emery can have a lot of success.
So 10 points for West, 10 points for Jace. 5 points for Porter Herdsman, 5 points for Scott Johansson. Both Porter and Scott came up with crucial three-point shots towards the end of that first half. Again, very important times, right? So there were two timely triples that kind of erased a deficit. Porter and Scott knocked down some big shots.
Yeah, Scott can stretch the floor, and Juab doesn't want to come up and guard that. So they're going to allow Scott to continue to take those looks, and for Scott, be aggressive and keep shooting from the three-point line.
2 points for Will Jeffs, 2 points for Braxton Butler. We've talked about Braxton being instant energy off of the bench. Will took over that starting spot. It's been beneficial, I think, for both because Braxton had the first bucket of the game. Emery could not get a shot to fall. Beebe said, hey, I'll take it from here. Once he got that first shot to fall, it just seemed like things lightened up for Emery.
Yeah, for Braxton coming off the bench, that energy, that second unit, leading that second unit, and he comes in off the second unit. He immediately impacts the game. He gets a steal, gets a couple rebounds. So, yeah, both players benefit from the switch.
It was extremely important, I think, for Emery. It will be extremely important for them to start the third quarter fast because Juab has really dominated the first 5 minutes of both quarters. When we go back and look at the way they started, Tyson Baker was on fire from beyond the arc, and then we saw what Austin Park can do. I thought Emery was fortunate because Park had a couple of open looks out of the left corner. They just didn't fall. They were right around the rim. There's no question when you take a look at Juab and the way they moved the ball offensively, that left corner is something Emery is going to have to seal up in the second half because Park has gotten good looks. They just didn't fall.
Yeah, they move the ball side to side and they get to the free throw or the high post. But it's all about eliminating that dunker spot. And you ask what the dunker spot is. It's the spot on the floor underneath by the rim. So if you're looking on YouTube, it's going to be by that R, that E, and they just station right there. And they throw the ball to that spot right there. And then they're just getting a backdoor cut or a cut from somebody from the three-point line. So Emery defensively, if you just talk and you close that off, you're going to get some misses out of him.
You talked about Stoll and his importance in the ball game. We know that Austin Park is one of the most special athletes in the 3A classification. This kid is just outstanding all the way around. But I think there's also, both Trent and Tyson Baker had their success from beyond the arc. But I'll tell you someone that's almost like a silent killer for Juab. You have to pay attention to Jay Rowley. You want to talk about someone that moves very well without the ball and hovers around the mid-range game? Rowley did that as well in the first half.
Yeah, Jay Rowley is an excellent piece to this team. And maybe doesn't get talked about enough, but he's really good. And he's the silent assassin like you talk about.
Right now, the score 34-34. Emery looking for a season series sweep over Juab. What's up for grabs is third place within the region. Richfield, for the most part, has wrapped up the region championship. You know what? Let's take a look at scores from around Region 12 because we do have some trickling in. Right now at halftime, Manti 32, Delta 31. So a great game brewing there. Carbon and North St. Pete. At the end of the first half, the Hawks hold a 24-22 lead over Carbon. That game has been back and forth pretty much throughout. This one, 34-34. And at halftime, you want to talk about a low-scoring affair. The two heavyweights in this region, Canyon View and Richfield. Canyon View holds a 16-11 lead at the break. 16-11. That's the score in that game. So we have four outstanding games going on within this region.
Yeah, Richfield in that game, the way they play defense, they're not going to score a bunch on you. They're going to hold you to a low amount, and they're just going to try to muster enough points offensively. But the last two games for Richfield have kind of been clunky.
Well, and as I said, for the most part, they haven't wrapped up. If Canyon View was to get a win tonight, the two would split the season series. And at that point, we would have a tie for the top spot within the region. Now, with the RPI, region championships definitely don't mean as much. But when you're in an 8-team region and every single game is grueling and it's a battle and anything can happen, we saw that, right, with Richfield and Delta. And to win that region, to win this region in particular, it is an accomplishment.
It's one of the most difficult. And to go through that and win that, that's a great accomplishment.
Score at this one right now, 34-34. It's the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics. We're going to pause for just a few moments. When we return, we'll get set for the second half. It's Emery High School basketball, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car. At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1. Porter Herdsman, number 21.
Mo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We bring back in the viewing audience on the YouTube channel. Travis, I want to get your thoughts on the final 16 minutes of regulation, which is coming up here in about 90 seconds. What do both teams need to do to get a win?
Yeah, we'll start with Juab. For Juab, it's the ability to continue to dissect that through 3 defense with their passing out of the high post. Juab's got to kick to the corners, and they've got to make threes. They've got to make those open corner threes. So you flip it for Emery, they've got to have a better start. Defensively, they have to seal off the paint, and they've got to close out on shooters. I think if Emery can do that, they get a win. For Juab, though, it's simple. Continue to do what worked for you in that first quarter, second quarter, in the first few minutes, is just moving the ball, sharing the ball. And it's simple. That's when they were at their best. When Juab was at their best, it's when they were sharing the basketball.
No question. No, there's no question about it.
And it's going to come down to the three-point shooting. And Emery's got to close those corners. You've got to get them off the line.
Foul shooting for the Spartans in that first half. Again, an aspect where they have really improved. Emery goes 6 of 8 throughout the first 2 quarters.
That's better. It's been better. And that's what really got them settled back in, is getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, it definitely did. After 3, Canyon View 34, Richfield 25. So there's an update. Juab will send out their original starting 5. That's Tyson Baker, Gabe Settle. Also out there, Jay Rowley, Maddox Stoll, and Austin Park. Would you go at Stoll immediately, try to get that 4th foul?
Yes.
He is so key for what Juab wants to do. Emery's going to send their starting 5 out with 1 change. Braxton Butler will start the second half. Will Jeffs will come in off the bench.
And that's more about Braxton Butler can draw Stoll out of the paint.
West with the ball from 15. Emery moving left to right now with the radio dial. West drives, and they call it travel, but the ball got knocked away. Coach Justice asking, hey, did he travel before that ball was knocked away? Official says yes, that's exactly what happened.
But you already see with the chain, Stoll did come out of the paint, and that allowed West to get into the paint with the spin, but he traveled first.
34 all. Juab now with the basketball. They are moving right to left off of the radio dial. Turnover inside the paint. Pass is picked up by Scott Johansson. Scott brings it up, goes to Franson. Jay strives. Can he finish with the left? Shot no good, but a foul is called. And I believe they'll rule this a shooting foul, so Jace will go back to the line where he is 2 of 4 so far in this game. First shot is up, no good. Jace looking to give Emery an advantage. That second shot is good. Got the roll that go around. So 35-34, Emery by 1. I believe that matches. It does match the largest lead of the game for Emery. They led 24-23. Park kicks it out. Straightaway three ball on the way. No good. Oh, my goodness, it is good. Tyson Baker put up a shot straight away, bounced off the back of the iron, went about 6 feet in the air, and dropped in. 37-35, big triple there for Juab. I want to talk about shooters. Touch. Porter trying to go inside a West. Ball knocked away. Scott picks it up, goes to Braxton. Hesitation from deep. Beautiful feed to Scott for 2. Court vision by Beebe. Finds Scott on the baseline. Right low block, lays it in for 2 points. We're knotted at 37.
Head fake, pump fake, get the defender to fly by, and then Braxton Butler with a beautiful assist.
Stoll out of the high post. Finds Rowley on the baseline. Shot no good. Johansson with a defensive board. Scott's going to run it up now for Emery. Goes down the teeth of the defense. Hands it off to Beebe. He got knocked off his spot, but they call it travel. He got knocked off his spot. So a second turnover for Emery. Coach Justice is not happy, and I do not blame him. And he's getting a warning right now from the officials because he is out on the floor, but I think Coach Justice has every right to be angry. Takes a lot to get Coach Justice that worked up. Travis, he has every right to be angry. There's no doubt about it, no question. There's been 2 plays that have worked against Emery on that right side. Could have been fouls, but instead the travel has been called.
Well, they're fouls. Plain and simple.
I agree.
Those are fouls.
I agree. 6:15 left to play here in the third. It does let you know they're going to let it play. It's going to be a physical second half, and I don't think anyone's upset about that. Park with the basketball, gives it off to Rowley, now to Baker. A triple on the way, no good. Missed it off of the front of the iron, and Franson grabs the defensive board. Emery with a chance to recapture the lead. Jace wants to go ahead of the pack. Ball knocked away by Stoll. Big fella can run the floor. He's got those active hands. Knocks it out of bounds. Emery will inbound to the baseline. 29 on the shot clock.
That's a tough pass in traffic. A bunch of maroon jerseys standing right at the basket. And for Emery, they get the ball back off the tip. 29 on the shot clock.
Brett Griffin is checked into the game. Brett gets it into Scott for the lead. Shot is no good. Stoll with the rebound.
Rushed it.
Juab's going to bring it up. It's Park. He's standing straight away. Right side. Now in the paint. Stoll, beautiful feed. Juab's ball movement is so crisp. Baker down the middle of the lane. Wild shot is off of the mark. Ball bounces right into the hands of Rowley. This time he finishes with the right hand off the glass for 2. 39-37 Juab.
50-50 ball goes Juab's way, and they get 2 points off of it.
So Beebe has come out of the game. Brett Griffin is in. Butler being worked on in the corner. A little bit of blood. And he'll be back out on the floor, I would assume, relatively soon. Jace Franson drives in. And Jace is putting together a great game. He's got 13 now, and Emery ties it back up 39-all.
You just get in the paint and flip that thing up before the defense can get to it or block it, and it's 2 points for Jace.
39-39. Baker, cross court to Park, out of that left corner, tried to go to Stoll, was knocked away by Scott, into the hands of West, who goes right back to Scott. Emery pushing, Scott ahead of the pack to West, and he traveled.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And West just got teed up. He had some words for the official. That's the third travel called against Emery in less than 4 minutes of play here in the third quarter. Coach Justice asking what West said to draw the tech. And that'll give Austin Park 2 foul shots, and Juab will get the ball. That also counts as a personal against West. First shot for Park on the way is good. Juab breaks the tie, 40-39.
Just got to settle your emotions. It's chippy. You're frustrated with the way that the game's being officiated. You can't let that affect your ability to continue to play at a high level.
Second shot for Park is no good, so it does cost Emery 1 point, 40-39. And again, it's only the first personal for West. Juab basketball. Emery right now with a 5 out of the floor. Will Jeffs in the middle. Scott Johansson, Brett Griffin down low. Porter Herdsman, Jace Franson up top. Tyson Baker is up top for Juab. Also checked to the game is Trent Baker. They are 2 very capable long-distance shooters. Stoll out of the high post. Gives it off to Baker on the right side. Tyson to Trent. Triple on the way. It's no good. And a loose ball foul called against Juab. Does that go against Rowley? It does. 2 were in the vicinity. Rowley and Stoll, and they call it on Rowley. First team foul for Juab, 4:21 to play in the third. It's also the third personal for Rowley, so you have Rowley and Stoll both with 3. And Trevin Park will come into the game for Juab, the next dead ball. Herdsman got caught midair, stolen by Rowley. Juab has numbers at the 2-on-1. Rowley had his shot disrupted by Brett Griffin in transition defense, but a late foul called against Herdsman. And that will give Juab 2 foul shots. Rowley will step up to the stripe. Opportunity to make it a 3-point Juab lead.
Got back defensively to make it more difficult towards the rim. But again, your inability to clear with getting an offensive rebound.
They did not rule this a shoot foul. Yes, they will. I was going to say, my goodness, it's got to be a shooting foul for Juab, right? They correct the call. 2 shots coming.
And Porter has to come out because he's got a cut.
He's got blood on the finger, and so A.J. Thomas will come back in. So Thomas and Griffin, a freshman and a sophomore, out on the floor with Emery with 3 seniors.
Oops.
And Rowley airballs the first foul shot. And he will hear it from the student body. Obviously out of character for Rowley. I think the ball just slipped off his hand. 40-39. Rowley with 1 more opportunity. Second foul shot is just short. However, Juab able to run down the rebound. Offensive glass being counted to the Wasps. Park kick out. Triple on the way. 3-point shot is off of the mark and a rebound by Will Jeffs. Emery can take the lead. A blocking foul called in the open court as Breck was trying to move it up the left sideline.
Yep.
And Tyson Baker just had his feet tangled up. A lot of contact. He felt the brunt of that one. Plus, you get the personal foul.
Tyson Baker's took a grunt in the first half, and that time he hits the deck hard. Like you said, just got their feet tangled up there, but oof.
So Gabe Settle will come into the game. Settle will be joined by Trevin Park for Juab. Thomas, the sophomore, drives. Mid-range jumper up, just short. Will Jeffs tried to tip it out. Park is able to grab it off of the tip. 40-39. Park off of the baseline, lost the basketball. Thomas comes up with a steal. A.J. surveying. Goes right side. Franson, 3-ball up, no good. Rebound by Will. Climb the ladder. Can't get the shot to fall. Terrific seal-off by Stoll. Great effort by Will. Could not get the bucket. 40-39. Juab still leads by 1.
That ball hit every part.
Oh,
the
my
glass
goodness.
in the rim and then trickled off.
What a ball game we have here at the Spartan Center tonight. Juab basketball. Park splits 2 defenders. Kick out. Park past the open 3. And now goes to Baker. Back to Park. Park to Austin Park. His 3-ball is no good. And off of a tip, Will Jeffs runs it down. Under 3 to play in the third. Emery looking to recapture the lead. Scott Johansson drives. Got to call a block on this, right? They call a charge against Scott Johansson. So the ball will go back to Juab, and Wes Johansson will check into the game. Brett Griffin will go to the bench.
Yeah, that's a flop. Should have been a blocking foul, and we're not going to see Braxton Butler the rest of this game.
I thought we would, but nope. Braxton is exiting the gym. I did not see what happened on the Braxton injury.
It got clipped upside above his eye, and I think it just split him a little bit.
Well, it's 40-39, Juab with the lead. Park in the paint. Austin Park doing what he does best, creating some space and finishing. Juab leads 42-39. Wes Johansson goes to Scott for the tie. Money. Scott Johansson from deep. He's got 5 now in the second half, 10 for the game, and we're tied at 42.
Continue to stretch the floor, and Scott's got to continue to take that three. He has to make that, and he did.
42-42, under 2 minutes to play in the third. Baker with the basketball. Trent Baker hands it off to Trevin Park, who's getting some run here in the third quarter due to foul trouble. Austin Park down low again for 2.
He's difficult to slow down. He's got good size to him, and he's a great finisher around the rim.
West kick out to Thomas. He goes to Scott. Scott gets into the paint. Up and under, foul and 1. Scott Johansson with a Euro step in the paint. Goes through the contact, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play, which would be his second of the quarter. And it's 44-44.
Yeah, Emery's had success. Just getting one of those ball fakes up and then getting the defenders up in the air, and then you slide by, and there's no rim protection.
Scott at the stripe. The and 1 is no good. So we remain tied 44-44. It was 34 all at halftime. So a 10-10 split here in the third. Emery with Franson and Thomas up top. Johansson, and Rasmussen down low. Devin fights for the defensive board. Not an easy one to come down with. Under 70 ticks here in the third. Thomas with a crossover. Gives it off to Rasmussen, now to Scott. Head fake from deep, splits the defense. Over the top pass, West down low. Ton of contact. They call a jump ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Jump ball possession will go to Juab. Well, credit Austin Park. Give him good defense.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
Ooh. 50 seconds to play in the third. It's 44-44. Stoll with the ball. He's off the left elbow. Park to Park. Trevin shot on the baseline is no good. Scott with the rebound. Gives it up now to Franson. Franson, spin in the paint. He traveled. A blocking foul called against Juab. And the Juab bench isn't happy.
Well, that's travel.
Well,
I mean,
listen.
That's a travel.
Listen, officiating is the most difficult job.
Well, for some.
It's difficult. Franson did take a shot to the face. In fact, I believe that Jace is bleeding. And so we have more blood, and Jace will have to come out of the game for just a moment. There was contact. Let's be real. I mean, obviously there was contact, right? The officials are saying the contact occurred before the travel.
Which is right. There's no continuation, so it's up top.
So Porter Herdsman will come in to attempt the foul shots. The score is 44-44, 33 seconds to play in a wildly entertaining game. First shot for Porter is in. Emery recaptures the lead.
Braxton went over to get cleaned up. And then Porter went over to get cleaned up.
Now Jace.
And now Jace.
It's been physical. We have one more shot for Porter Herdsman, who's got Second foul shot is good. So the score right now, 46-44, Emery by 2 after Porter goes 2 of 2 at the stripe. We're down to the final 17 seconds. Juab with the basketball. Settle, dribbles it left side. Beautiful feed to Park inside the paint. Shot at the rim, good. Austin Park is carrying the Juab offense in the third quarter.
Yeah, their ball movement's pinpoint.
3 seconds. Porter to West. Jumper off of the baseline, no good. We will go to the fourth and final quarter. All tied up, 46-46. What a game to close out the regular season. We'll pause for 60 seconds. Fourth quarter coming up when we return.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42. Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Buckle up, get set. Fourth quarter coming up, and we are all tied 46-46 here at the Spartan Center on senior night. Well, we had a battle in Nephi. Might as well have a battle here in Emery. Spartans will come out. A.J. Thomas, Porter Hertzman, Devin Rasmussen, Scott West Johansson. Juab is also going to switch things up a little bit. Foul trouble has plagued the Wasps in this game with Rowley and Stoll both with 3 personal fouls. That is something to watch the rest of this game, Travis, and how that affects the outcome here.
That's very key for Emery to get those guys off the floor, so be aggressive.
West bagging his man down. Spin move, missed at the rim. As Wyatt Downard is checked in for the first time for Juab. West tried to take him off the dribble, couldn't do it on the spin move. 3 ball on the way, Settle knocks it down with a hand at his face. Great defense by Devin Rasmussen. Better offense by Settle, and it's 49-46.
That is a big-time fourth quarter 3 in the quarter. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, over the defense, knock it down.
Johansson, Scott lost the basketball. The interior defense for Juab has been on point all game. Rasmussen to Thomas, wanted to swing it quickly to Porter. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with Emery, 15 on the shot clock. You have to be impressed with what Juab can do defensively inside 15 feet.
Yeah, defensively, they get up, they crowd you, they take away those passing lanes. They do such a good job to make you uncomfortable, and they've done that for the most part tonight in this game, up 3 here in the fourth.
49-46. Scott Johansson off of the inbounds. Scott from 18, dribbles, wants to go in the paint. That's a strip steal that time by Rowley. Rowley gives it up to Park. Park has been a handful in the second half. Goes up on Franson. Shot is off of the mark and a rebound by Downard. Wants to kick it back out. Franson with a steal. And then a foul called against Tyson Baker.
So they didn't reset the shot clock. So Juab had a short clock. And when they went up with that offensive attempt was 3 seconds, you can see the official telling them to reset the clock. They do when the ball's in the air off the rim. Then an offensive foul.
You think that affected the offensive set for Juab? Were the players aware of that?
I don't think the players were aware of it, but I was aware of it.
Down low, West. Bagging his man down. Hook in the paint. Gets the roll. West Johansson's got 12, and Emery is within 1, 49-48. Park brings it up. Emery in an extended 2-3 zone. Right side, holding it's Baker. Herdsman's going to follow him now straight away. Baker gives it off. Settle hit one big triple already in the quarter. Trying to go high post to Park, and the ball is kicked. Stops the clock at 6:19 in regulation.
So back and forth we go. Who is going to be more crisp moving the ball with their offense?
Settled to inbound the ball from the side, and he gets it into Baker. Baker had the hot hand early in the game, has cooled off a bit here in the second half, and an errant pass. Rowley was either looking for Park or Downard. I'm not sure which one. But Downard just gave Juab 2 solid minutes of basketball, Travis, with Stoll having 3 fouls. It's not going to appear as much in the box score, but that was huge to give them some productivity defensively and buy a couple of minutes for Maddox Stoll.
Yeah, you needed somebody to come in and give you some breathing minutes to get those guys back in the game, and that's what happened.
Franson with the ball goes around a high pick. One dribble now goes to Wes Johansson, trying to back his man down in the paint. West turns around, shot spins off of the rim. Rebound to Austin Park. Juab still leads 49-48. 5:48 to play in the game. The triple, Baker, no good. Rebound to Park. Park with a bounce pass, goes to Stoll, brings Johansson off his feet. A late whistle for a foul, and shots coming for Maddox Stoll, and another technical on Emery.
Scott.
Oh, wait, no, I don't know if they called this on Emery. Let's see.
I think they did.
They call it on Scott Johansson. That's the second technical for Emery, and that will give Austin Park 2 foul shots. First shot by Park is up, and it is no good. So now he's 1 of 3 on technical attempts. Second shot for Park is good.
Well, that's the second time off the technical. They get 1 point. The Johansson brothers both teed up tonight.
Now we're waiting to... Everyone's going to have to go back down. Maddox Stoll will get a couple of technical foul shots. First one is on the way, and it's no good. Those are missed opportunities for Juab at the stripe. Stoll's second one is no good. So Juab just went 1 of 4 at the stripe off technicals. Well, shouldn't say 1 of 4 off technicals. They went 1 of 2 at technicals. Stoll had 2 foul shots. But the big aspect of a tech is the possession, which will stick with Juab.
Yep. And that could have been a killer possession.
Could have been.
If they could have made their free throws and they get possession of the ball up 2.
Could have been a 6-point possession.
And you really put the pressure on Emery at that point. Emery's got to get a stop on this possession.
So the technicals did not really play a factor. 3-point shot by Settle is no good. Long rebound to Baker. Baker will try the 3. He missed it short. Thomas comes down with a defensive rebound for Emery. Thomas goes into the corner. It's Franson. Jace has had a great game. Tried to split 2 defenders. Great defense by Juab. Now to West, backing down on Stoll. Spin up and under, draws the foul shot, no good. But West will go to the line to shoot 2. Emery down 2, 50-48, 5:07 to play.
Yeah, West swoops through the defense and then goes up into the body on the right-hand side to get contact and get to the free throw line, but he came down awkwardly, so we're going to have to watch that. He was a little grimace to the free throw line.
You have 2 teams that have played their heart out here tonight. As West knocks down the first foul shot to bring Emery within 1. He's got 13 on the ball game.
You're going to look up, and he makes this free throw, and we're back to even.
This has been wild. Outstanding effort. Second shot for West is good. The senior clutch in crunch time, and it's 50 all. 5 minutes and 5 seconds to play in regulation, and Juab is going to take a timeout, a full timeout to talk it over. We have an exciting one brewing at the Spartan Center. It's been even nearly all game long. The final 5:02 of regulation coming up when we return on 107.3 FM and 7:50 AM.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
The Spartans play here
Porter Citrid, number 4.
Mason Trout, number 30.
Peyton Nelson, number 22.
on 107.3 FM and 758.
Getting set for the final 5 minutes of regulation. Fresh out of the timeout, it's Juab basketball. They are moving right to left off of the radio dial. Simulcasting on YouTube as we welcome in all of our viewers here in the fourth quarter. Wasps basketball. It's Baker. Goes to settle off of the left wing. Emery right now in a 2-3 zone. Settle's going to bring it back and now goes left side. Holding it's Baker. Baker goes right side. Herdsman sticks with him. Little juke, nothing there. Great ball movement by the Wasps. 17 on the shot clock. Baker kicks left wing. Park drives. Jump stop in the paint. Fading away for 2. Austin Park breaks the tie with a mid-range jumper. And it's 52-50.
Yeah, he moves left to right, gets to the right hand, his strong side, and scores. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul called against Jace Franson on the screen. 20 feet away from the hoop. So the ball will go back to Juab. Wasps will make a sub. Trent Baker comes into the game. Settle goes to the bench. So right now, Tyson and Trent Baker out on the floor. Austin Park, Maddox Stoll, and Jay Rowley. That's the 5 for Juab as we hit the 4:22 mark. Right side holding it's Baker. To Rowley in the paint. Kick out. Open 3. Corner. No good. Rebound by Rowley. The putback is good. And it's 54-50 Juab as we hit the 4:07 mark. Herdsman wanted to go to Franson, and the ball goes out of bounds. So back-to-back turnovers for Emery. And with 4:04 left in the game, Juab can make this a 6 or 7 point game.
Yeah, those empty possessions are going to come back to get you. They've had a couple of those now on the last 2 possessions. And Juab, the ability to clean the offensive glass up and get 2 points, pushes the lead back to 4 points.
Park gets his instructions. Bounce pass now to Baker. Franson's going to guard him 35 feet away from the basket. 3 minutes and 56 left in the fourth. Baker wanted to go high post. Franson knocked it away, but right back into the hands of Baker, who goes left side. Baker goes right now. It's Trent Baker. Goes back to Tyson Baker for 3. No good. Spins in and out. Brett Griffin had the ball. Lost it. Rowley again. Back-to-back buckets for Jay Rowley. And it's 56-50 Juab, their largest lead of the fourth quarter.
He just rips the ball away and then gets another offensive rebound. That's 4 straight off offensive rebounding.
Breck with the ball off of the right wing. Breck goes to West. Ball knocked away by Rowley out of bounds. What a 3-minute stretch for Jay Rowley. The Juab senior is coming up huge in this one down the stretch.
That Juab's physicality now really giving Emery issues.
Breck to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Franson. Big 3 up, nearly banked it in. Went off the glass, spun all the way around the rim, and it pops out into the hands of Stoll, who gives the ball off to Baker. Juab has controlled the last 2 minutes of this ball game, and they can make this an 8-point lead. It's Austin Park with the ball at the penetration line. Porter comes up to guards him, goes left side. It's to Rowley on the baseline. Ball was tipped. Still floating around. Juab able to come up with it. Park with a bounce pass. Baker, long range 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Porter Herdsman. Porter had it stripped from behind by Rowley. Porter goes down to the ground to get it, and Coach Justice ran down the sideline to get a timeout. That's a big-time play by Coach Justice, getting up the sideline in a hurry.
Emery catches the break off the miss. A couple more offensive opportunities off rebounding. And then getting the timeout to save possession. 2:41 down 6. It's a must score coming out of the timeout.
Let's keep it here as we get down to the final 2 minutes. Scoreboard reset. Fouls have not been an issue in the fourth quarter. Emery, 3 team fouls. Juab with 2. There's 2:41 left in the game. It's 56-50. Juab by 6. Largest lead of the second half for either team. Emery without Braxton Butler, who suffered an injury in the first half. Emery's had a couple of injuries in this game. It's been physical. It's been a tough game to officiate, let's be honest. Right, I mean, it has been a difficult game for anyone out on the floor.
That's tough. You just have to play through those emotions.
Yep.
And I think Juab's doing a better job of doing that.
Well, the Wasps have had an outstanding game, of course, from Austin Park. That's to be expected. Jay Rowley has been outstanding over the last 2 minutes. Out of the timeout, Jace Franson, Porter Herdsman, Scott and Wes Johansson, and Will Jeffs. That's the 5 for Emery. Franson is going to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Porter. This is a monumental possession for Emery, trying to stop the bleeding on a 6-0 Juab run. Right side, it's Scott Johansson, guarded by Rowley. Goes 15 feet to Wes Johansson. West to Porter, head fake off the left wing. Goes over the top of the defense to Scott. Step back three-pointer on the way, no good. Missed everything over the top of the rim, and it bounced off Will Jeffs out of bounds. Big time stop by Juab. Not a bad look from Scott. Just missed.
They got Scott off his spot just a little bit, maybe an inch to the left. He wants to be more to the right. That's a miss.
Juab basketball. Park dribbled off his foot from 15. Hustle play by Baker. Grabs it before it goes over and back. Baker now guarded by Porter. Goes to Park off the right side. Park just above the penetration line with 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Settle off of the left wing. Bounce pass to Stoll. Big fella with a crafty move inside. Shot no good. Credit the interior defense by Will Jeffs. Rebound to Scott Johansson. And Emery tries to push. Will with the ball on the baseline. He can go to a dribble, and he does. Gets into the paint, and he traveled. So you give credit once again to Austin Park, whose interior defense causes yet another turnover here in the fourth quarter.
Juab's interior defense has been really good tonight. Their perimeter defense has been excellent. And all around, holding this Emery team to 50 points. They've stopped them the last, 3 minutes or so from even getting clean, quality looks.
Emery is going to go to a press. The ball was knocked away. Johansson pokes it out of bounds. It will stick with Juab. So we're down to 1:39. 56-50, Juab with the lead. It was a one-point game at the end of the first quarter. It was tied at halftime. It was tied after 3. Park is going to break the press with relative ease. We get down to 90 seconds left in this one. Baker, kick out. And now to Park, top of the key. 20 on the shot clock.
Juab should just be patient.
And they are. Park is going to bring the ball back out. A score here may very well be a dagger. But regardless, they're going to use the clock. Rowley into the paint. Stole good. That's an 8-0 Juab run. And it's 58-50 with 1:07 to play. Johansson will bring it up. Goes to Franson. Quick trigger. 3 is good. Chase knocks down a triple and a timeout taken by Coach Dave Justice. Franson with 6 in the second half. 16 for the game. And it's 58-53. 1:01 left. 35, a fresh 35 coming up for Juab. So again, you would expect the Wasps to really be patient on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the clock is their friend right now. All they got to do is be patient. Emery kicks the ball. They needed to go a little bit faster. You can hear Coach Justice yelling at him, move. Finally, they move. They get a corner 3 by Jace. They had to have it. They got it. They're down 5. So now it's 1:01 left. I'm fouling. I'm extending the game because you're at 3 right now, and you've got to extend this game by trying to make them miss free throws.
1 foul to give for Emery, as you pointed out. Possession arrow is in favor of Juab.
Your job is to extend the game now. If you want a chance to win this game or get into overtime, you've got to cause turnovers, extend the game, so you're quick, steal, and then foul.
This has been a thriller tonight. Both teams trying to win on the opposing squad's court. Baker to inbound the basketball. Emery's going to go to the 2-2-1 press. It's Park with the ball, guarded by Herdsman. Gives it up to Rowley, and Juab is going to get the ball across half court. Baker is fouled by Thomas with 52.3 left. Emery had that foul to give, so it's 14 fouls. Juab will inbound on the side. And so you would expect another very quick foul by Emery. Coming out of the game is Trent Baker. Back into the game is Gabe Settle.
So you have about 2-3 tops to go for a steal, then you have to foul.
Juab gets it in. It's Baker. Herdsman guarding him tight, and then We get a 30-second timeout taken by Juab with 48 seconds. So the Wasps run off another 5 seconds before the timeout taken by Coach Wright. Final game of the regular season will await the final RPI before the state tournament seeds are known. Winner of this game, third place in Region 12, which I think is an accomplishment when you have Canyon View and Richfield within that division. Canyon View did beat Richfield 55-42 earlier, and so we will have a split at the top of this division. Right now, Delta up on Manti. The last score I received, 51-44 Delta. Carbon up 42-39 over North Stampede. So we have had 4 really good games in Region 12. I think we've been spoiled by this region all year long. Out of the timeout, 48 seconds left. Possession arrow in favor of Juab. Emery has 2 timeouts left. No more fouls to give. Baker to inbound now from the side. Emery will try for the quick steal, and then they will have to go to the foul. Park gets the ball, gives it up to Settle, and Emery goes to the foul, and that will send Gabe Settle to the line. You hope for 1 miss. 2 is unlikely with Settle, who is an outstanding foul shooter. If he goes 1 of 2 at the line, it's a 2-possession game still. 2 makes it very difficult. Settle steps up, takes a couple of dribbles, first shot of the way, and it is good. Rattles at home. Rowley comes back into the game. And Baker will go to the bench. 1 more foul shot coming up. Big one here for Gabe Settle. Second shot. Ice in the veins. No problem at all. It's 60-53. Emery down 7. Thomas is going to run the ball up. Spartans have got to work with some speed. They do, and Franson knocks down another 3. So Jace Franson gets the lead down to 4 points. 37.7 left. Emery not done yet. 30-second timeout on the floor. Emery's got 1 remaining. Let's keep it here since it's only a 30. I don't want to miss a second of this action. 60-56. Regardless of the next trip to the foul line, it's going to be a 2-possession game, Travis.
They still got a little bit of life left. You got to hope for some misses at the free throw line, but back-to-back threes by Jace to get them within 4.
Jace has 9 points in the second half. He's got 19 for the game. And now Emery's going to have to try to go to the quick steal. If not, foul shots coming.
Yeah, just looking out there for Juab. If you're taking which player you want at the foul. I think.
Well, they all are very, very good.
Yeah,
you have.
Stoll just went up to the line and missed a couple, though.
He did. You got Tyson Baker. You got Trent Baker. You got Austin Park. You have Stoll. You have Settle. I mean, these are all good foul shooters for Juab. Emery would like to get the quick turnover. They nearly got it. Park is fouled off the reach by Franson. Herdsman playing some pesky defense. Nearly poked that ball away.
And if he pokes it free, he can steal it, and he might have a lane to the rim.
Maybe. But now Austin Park will go to the line. If he makes both, it's still a 2-possession game with 35.4 left to play. Definitely no quit in this Emery team on senior night. First shot by Austin Park is up, and it is good. You want to talk about Juab coming up big in crunch time. Never easy to knock down foul shots in crucial situations on the road. But Settle just knocked down 2 big ones. Park trying to do the same. Second shot on its way. That one is good. So it's 62-56. Emery will run it up. Thomas is fouled.
Yeah,
they've got a couple of fouls to work with.
And that's what they should do.
Yep.
You're not going to allow them to dribble, handoff, and let Jace or somebody else shoot 3. You just foul.
Now, Jace will inbound the basketball. Typically, that is the most dangerous man on the floor. Jace looking, gets it into Johansson, who gives it right back to Franson. Tons of contact, no foul called. Franson lost the ball, and that may just do it. So Juab comes up with a loose ball. Austin Park will go back to the stripe with 26 seconds left in the game.
That's tough. A lot of traffic. They knew that they were
That's
not.
good defense.
Yeah, that's great
Good
defense.
defense.
You're not going to allow Jace to just rise up and knock down another three. It's good defense. You ran right into the trap, and then you lose the basketball. You go to the deck.
Park now with a line. One foul shot is basically all he needs, and he puts it in. Makes it 63-56.
That's a great road win for Juab to come here to the Spartan Center senior night.
They clamped down defensively. They've held Emery to 10 points in this quarter. 64-56, an 8-point Juab lead. Emery will run it up. Scott to Franson, stripped by Rowley. Settle comes up with it, gets into the front court, and Emery will not foul. Instead, a strip. Herdsman knocks it off to Thomas. AJ down court, draws the foul and one with 6 seconds left in the game. Might be too little too late. It's 64-58.
Yeah, Juab just playing, running down the clock. Emery still playing hard. They come up with the steal. AJ gets to the rim, fouled. But with only 6 seconds, this thing's over.
Bo Stilson will check in just a moment. And if AJ can knock down the foul shot, he misses it intentionally off the front of the iron. Juab is able to run it down, and that will be the ball game on what was an excellent performance by both teams. The Wasps have a little bit more push down the stretch, and they knock off Emery, grabbing a season series split with a 64-58 win.
Yeah, tough one for Emery. Put themselves in holes in the first quarter, second quarter. Came out, played a better start to the third, but I think they tailed off towards the end of the third. And then in the fourth quarter, once again, Juab defensively was too much.
It was a problem for Juab to close the first, second, and third quarters. Was not a problem for them to close the fourth as they grabbed the 64-58 win. Coming up, post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Turn your Visa debit card into an Emery High School Spirit card. Stop in at any of the branch locations and tell them you want your Emery High School Visa debit card. They can get it for you in a matter of minutes. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union bringing you tonight's post-game wrap-up show, and we will continue in just a few moments here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Final score tonight, Juab 64, Emery 58.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today. We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
The Spartans play here
Braxton Butler, number 32. Will Jeffs, number 34. Scott Johansson, 35.
on 107.
Final score again tonight. Juab picks up the 64-58 win over the Emery Spartans. Welcome into the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. You can turn that regular Visa debit card into an Emery High School Spirit card. Do it right now by stopping in to any of the branch locations. You can also get a Carbon High School or a Grand High School Spirit card as well. That's at Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, bringing you tonight's post-game wrap-up show. Travis, you couldn't ask for anything more. It was a thrilling game. Two very, very capable teams, and they battled all the way to the end. 64-58, Juab gets the win.
Yeah, back and forth. We expected it to be back and forth, similar to what happened at Juab. But for tonight, it was impressive what Juab did defensively. They smothered Emery offensively. Every time Emery tried to run their action, Juab was right there, and they put together a great defensive plan. They come out, and they hold Emery to 58 points. And they did a good job of getting offensive rebounds, getting to the free throw line, and they're a handful.
There's no doubt that this Juab team is loaded with talent. There's so many players that contributed to this win for Juab, but I'm going to point to the way Jay Rowley closed out this game. He had about a 2-minute stretch where he took over on both ends of the floor. He was really, really good, and that kind of became the difference late in the game, right? I mean, we were looking for someone to affect both ends of the floor, and I think a lot of kids managed to do that tonight. But, boy, Rowley was big on the glass. He was big on some mid-range jumpers. He was big defensively. He had a stellar finish to this game.
Jay Rowley, the silent assassin, as I called him earlier. The typical names that you're going to go through that roster are going to be like Austin Park. There's Maddox Soul. You just go up and down. But Jay Rowley is the reason why tonight Juab won this game 64-58. The way he played in that fourth quarter.
He was absolutely outstanding. He really, really was for Juab late in that game, enough to pull it out and get a season series split, which I guess it's fitting, right? Both of those teams winning on the other's floor. Coach Dave Justice is making his way to the broadcast table, and we'll talk about this heartbreaker for Emery, one that was definitely there for the taking, but unfortunately Juab making a few more plays down the stretch. Coach Justice joining us right now in the at the broadcast table. Coach, thank you for coming up.
Yeah, anytime, of course, Jordan.
That's a tough one because it was hanging right there. We know that's a game opponent in Juab. You love those 50-50 games, right? I think that's all you can ask for when you're going up against a team that has that much ability, right? A chance to win it late. Unfortunately, it didn't play out the way it did when we were in Nephi a few weeks back.
No, I think it was a very similar game. It was really opened up in the first half, a lot of points, a lot of scoring, and then kind of settled down in the second half. And, I think that just the difference was tonight is they just got a couple more loose balls than we did, especially late that early fourth quarter to kind of set us back. And then we missed a couple shots. And when you come down to this game, it just comes down to one or two possessions.
We talk about one or two possessions. I was just talking a moment ago about Jay Rowley for Juab. He had a couple of huge possessions. Offensive glass, I think, did hurt us tonight. A lot of second or third chance opportunities for Juab. And in a game this close, that can be the factor.
Definitely. So, they do a good job shooting from the three, and those threes caused long rebounds. And, they were able to get a lot of those offensive rebounds, the tip backs. And especially it seemed like in that fourth quarter we had a little stretch there where we gave up a few baskets. And then, got down 4, 5, 6, and then it kind of just stayed there. We never kind of could get it a little bit closer from there, just enough, we missed a couple. But credit to Juab. I mean, they did a great job hustling, and, obviously we want to rebound a little better than that. So
I think there were some calls that didn't necessarily go our way down the stretch, and I definitely want to point this out. This is a tough game to officiate, the way it was being played on both ends of the floor. We just didn't get the benefit late. But, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a knock on the officials, Coach, because it had to be a tough game to officiate. You're down there on the floor, and you're seeing the physicality on both ends.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. I mean, these are not easy, especially this late in the season when it's kind of on the line and everyone's playing really, for their playoff seeding and things. And so it's a really difficult game to officiate, and a lot of physicality on both sides. Sorry. And so yeah, a lot of physicality and a lot of we just had a hard time. I mean, we just got we didn't have a couple calls, and I think that got in our heads a little bit, and I think we got a little frustrated with the officiating. And you can't, I mean, because it works both ways. A lot of times you'll get a call, sometimes you won't get a call, and so you just got to keep playing. And that was kind of the message to the guys. And it's kind of disappointing to get a couple technicals. Well, actually, probably that's more technicals than we've gotten all season.
Yeah.
And so that was a little bit disappointing, and that was a knock on the officials. It's just that we got to keep, no matter what happens, we got to keep our heads, and we got to just keep on playing no matter of the calls, because let the fans yell, let me yell, but the kids, we just got to keep playing. So. And they know that, and they did a great job, and they're great kids. It's just, sometimes you get frustrated in the moment.
And emotions are always high in the final home game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of celebrations. We're talking about the seniors. And I don't know what was said down on the floor. Officials typically, they don't have short leashes when it comes to technicals. So regardless, it happened, and it didn't affect us too much. I think it only counted for 2 points on the scoreboard.
No, it was fortunate enough that, in those technicals, and I think, and credit to ones, they didn't say it was language or they just said it was kind of a demeanor and yelling at them, and they didn't appreciate that. And I can respect that, and no official wants to get kind of shown up on the court,
right.
Or, felt disrespected to, and they know that, and they apologize. And so, we're good. But yeah, it didn't end up hurting us. They ended up missing some free throws. They ended up, so it didn't affect the game too much. And so we can't worry about that. We had some opportunities late in the game to, make it closer or given some chances, but it just didn't work. Just didn't fall tonight.
Right in front of us, we see BB with an ice pack. Definitely did not help matters that we lost him for pretty much the entirety of the second half.
Yeah, because we felt like BB gave us a big boost there in the first half. We got down 10-0 kind of straight off to the game. And, Braxton came in, and we felt that he gave us a good boost. And there's been games this year that he's done a great job facilitating and, kind of managing the game and letting us spread the court a little bit. And so I think it did hurt us, just his veteran leadership out in the game. And, it did hurt us that we didn't have him down the stretch. And that's just kind of one of those unfortunate bang plays where an elbow or, just kind of hits him in the right spot and he gets cut in the eye.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate. So he's going to be okay. And, I think we had more blood incidents today. I think we had 3 than we've had all year. And it's just kind of a weird type of physical game. And so, but they're all healthy for the most part. They had a few stitches, but they'll be okay.
Yeah, we lost BB. Porter had to leave the game for a minute. Then we lost Jace for a second, right?
Yep.
As he had to get cleaned up. It was definitely physical nature. Coach, it started really for the first 3 quarters of this game. Juab would start fast. We would close fast.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of worked the opposite way in the fourth quarter. What was the difference down the stretch in your mind that prevented our guys from finishing the way they had in the first, second, and third quarter?
Yeah, I know this is kind of silly to say, but I just think we just missed a couple shots.
Yeah.
So it's just
absolutely.
So it's a little bit different, and I don't think we were doing anything different. I think the kids got some good looks. I think West had some really good looks. We got the mismatches that we wanted down in the post, trying to get him some opportunities, and he's been money all year. He was money tonight, and he's done a great job, and he just had a couple roll out, and that's just the kind of the way it goes. And so, because you make a couple of those, I think the game kind of changes, and it kind of adds a little bit more drama to it or whatever. And then you're kind of playing the foul game the last 3 minutes, you're kind of trailing, and credit to Juab. I don't think they missed many free throws.
No, they
didn't.
No, they didn't.
So that made, because even Jace hit a couple threes to even make it more interesting. But I'm so proud of the kids and how hard they work, and that, we've had we've had a lot of great moments this season for these seniors to kind of finish it out on the loss. I know that's sucky, but they had a great career here at Emery, and we're super proud to have them here. So
I don't know that it is the last home game. We'll wait and see, right?
We're hoping, but we'll see. That's kind of what I told the kids. You never know. I mean, we were 9 and we were so close to 8, and we kind of split this week, and so it kind of depends on how Union does and how the all formula pays out. So I kind of imagine, I mean, we'll see, but I think we're going to be like 8, 9, or 10, somewhere around there. And so hopefully 8, so we can play another home game, whoever that is against. But just like we told the kids, everybody's 0-0, and kind of go in the tournament. You got a new lease on life. Just got to have a great week of practice, and whoever we play Saturday, hopefully it's at home. But whoever we have to go, we just have to have a great week of practice and that right mindset that we can go in and go play in that state tournament. And then once you get this, and then, because really anything can happen. You see that last year. Judge Memorial's a great team, but they came in as a 10 seed. And you see it throughout, 2A, 3A, these years sometimes, 7, 8 seeds, whatever, make deep runs in the tournament. And so we just got to keep our mentality correct and, going in with that right set and just see what happens.
I don't know if this is the right way to look at it. This is the way I view it. You tell me if I'm wrong here. You can kind of just flush this game now because everyone is 0-0. I look at it more from the perspective of how the boys are playing, and that is a very good Juab team, and it came down to the wire. We saw plenty of positives out there. Is that the right way to look at this?
Definitely. I think hopefully it shows that we can play with teams like this and we can have consistency because it really came down to the wire. Both times we played them, and so we could play with these top teams, and so I think they were ranked like 5 during the season, and we beat them over there in a very similar game, and so but just like Coach Chris was saying in the locker room, it's like I know it sucks to lose this, and we don't ever want to lose games, and we want to, but like now we just got to move on because if we go win that first game next Saturday, you're not going to really worry about this one as much.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
right.
So you're going to be moving. You're going to be feeling really good. So we got to have the right mentality, that right mindset, have a great week of practice, and go give them heck on Saturday.
The ultimate positive is we know we're not playing on Wednesday, or Tuesday, whatever day it is. We know we're not playing in the opening round. We get a bye.
No,
we know that.
No, you should have a bye.
I'd
imagine. So we'd be somewhere around there, getting a bye. So we played in that Wednesday game before, and it's been. But so it'd be nice to kind of have a week of practice. It'd kind of be nice to kind of get really prepared for whoever it is and kind of reset our mindset and then go get after it.
Especially for BB, he's going to need a few days.
Yeah, poor kid. So hopefully nurse him a couple little injuries here and there, and let's go get it.
Coach, I really do appreciate you taking out the time to come up. Hard-fought game, regular season now complete. Let's move into that third season and keep the momentum rolling. I look forward to chatting with you again next week.
Yeah, anytime, Jordan. Appreciate you.
We're going to pause for just a moment. We'll come back with the final touches on tonight's broadcast right after this.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42. Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
I do want to welcome back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Don't forget, you can go back and watch any of the games throughout the season. It's very, very user-friendly at Castle Country Radio Emery. Go back. You can watch any of the games throughout the season on demand, including tonight's thriller that did not end the way we wanted. But, Travis, I do believe there are some positives from this game, no question.
He didn't quit in that game. A lot of emotion in that game. I think the emotions played a factor for Emery. I think they let it get to him just a little bit. It's hard. The way the game was being officiated was being physical, and Emery just felt like they didn't get a good whistle on their end of the floor. They still had a chance to win that game. Just couldn't knock down enough shots there in the fourth quarter down the stretch. They turned the ball over a couple times there that are empty possessions when they were down 4. And Juab got to the free throw line. They were physical. They played really good defense. It's a tough one.
We'll go over the final scoring statistics in tonight's game. Wes Johansson had 14 points. Jace Franson had 19. So those were the two leading scorers. Jace had 10 in the first half. He had 9 in the second half. He was great. West had 10 in the first half, limited to 4 in the second half. But nonetheless, those two were dynamic with one another.
Yeah, those two were really good in the first half, and it carried over in the second half. For Jace, he got to go and lay. He did get 2 clean looks. It pulled them within, 5 and then 6 points.
Yeah.
But Juab wasn't going to allow him to get clean looks throughout that early third portion and into the fourth. They chased him off the lane. He did a good job getting to the paint, and so did West, but they just come up a little bit short.
Also for Emery in the double figures, we had Scott Johansson with 12 points. Porter Herdsman finishes with 7, and then we had Will Jeffs with 2, Braxton Butler with 2, and A.J. Thomas with 2. Emery closes out the season with a record of 8-6 in league play. And, ultimately, you just go back, you look at the way the season wraps up for Emery, 11-12 overall, just under that 500 barrier. Now we play the waiting game.
Play the waiting game, see where it falls. I think this loss probably puts them on the road.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, a lot of positives, and we'll look forward to that third season, rather. You have the non-region season, the region, and then the postseason. But the final score here tonight, Emery falling in the hands of the Juab Wasps, 64-58. Full write-up recap will come your way at castlecountryradio.com. We want to thank those watching on YouTube. Of course, everyone listening on KOAL. Always fun to be along with you. And as always, go Spartans.